Hello friends, welcome to the Python Basics series. This is the third tutorial in the Python Basics series, and in this tutorial we will learn how to manipulate string in Python. Okay, so let's create a file string.py. Okay, so our today's topic is string manipulation in Python. Okay, so the first question that comes to my mind is, what is a string? String is an array of bytes representing Unicode characters, or in simple words we can say that string is a collection of characters, or string is a series of characters. Okay, so as we know, Python does not have a character data type. So a single character is simply a string with a length of 1. Now, how to create a string? We can create a string using single quotes or double quotes. Let's create a variable sentence, and now we can create a string using double quotes or single quotes. Okay, now here it is double quotes. If I say this, even still it will work. Okay, it is also a string. So that's how we create string in Python. Okay, so there's one more method. With the help of that method we can create multi-line strings. Okay, now how? For example, that is for example, Ram is a good boy, he loves ice cream. Okay, to create a multi-line string, yes, you can use triple quotes to create multi-line strings. Now again, it is not necessary that we create multi-line strings with single quotes. We can also use the double quotes. Okay, so still it will work. Let's print. Okay, Ram is a good boy, he loves ice cream. Okay, so this is how we create strings. Now next is accessing characters in Python. How to access characters in Python? So in Python, to access the individual characters we use indexing. Okay, now how? Indexing is just we can say every character in a string is assigned a numeric value starting from 0, which means here in this string R has index value 0. Okay, so here R has the index value 0. So if I want to access the second character, then 0 plus 1, that is 1. Let's print 8. Okay, now there is something that I want you to know, that here the index value is always integer. You cannot use floating values. Okay, only integer values are allowed. One more thing, you can also refer these characters with negative value. Now how the negative value will work? Suppose if I want to access -1, then what it should display? Okay, so it will work in a circular manner. Let's see. Suppose this is positive index, so R is 0, then 1, 2, so on. Okay, how it will work with negative values? So this will be -1, -2, -3, -4, so on. Okay, so the -1 will display this dot. Next is slicing. Slicing of string. So to access a range of characters in string, we use slicing. So what is slicing? Slicing is a method of accessing a range of character in the string. How we do it? We use the colon. So simply when we have to access a single character, we just use this indexing. Now what, in addition to access a range of characters, what we have to do, we have to use this colon. So this will specify that the left side is the starting point and the right side is the ending point. Okay, so let me write here how the slicing works. Okay, so this is the left side is starting and right hand side is ending position. Now this ending position is -1, the starting position is 0, that is R. Okay, so if I want to print Ram, I have to provide the position 3 because it will access 0, 1, 2. Now what is n minus 1? That is 2. So it will display the value from 0 to 2, that is Ram. Okay, let's print Ram. Now suppose if I want to access is, so what will I do? I just need to know its initial index value, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. Okay, now if we print, that is. Okay, now there is an exercise for you guys, that to access good from this sentence, how will you answer? All you have to do is just post a comment in the comment section. Now the next is step. Yes, in slicing there is one more thing that you need to know, that is step. Now by default this step is 1, which means if I write 0, that means it will start from 0th index, that is R. Okay, now what is step? If I, by default it is 1. Okay, so 0 to 5th. Okay, so now it will print one by one, R, A, M, space, is, S. Okay, it will display from 0 to 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if I write here 2, it will go 0, then 2, then 4, that's it. Okay, let's display RMI, that's it. So this is how slicing of strings is done in Python. Okay, so the next is how to change or delete a string. First, strings are immutable. This means that elements of a string cannot be changed once it has been assigned. We can simply reassign the entire string to the same name. Okay, let me tell you, if I want to change any character, suppose the 4th character, because the index starts from 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4th character, it won't allow me. So if I try to execute this, it will produce an error. Like it said, type error is str object does not support item assignment. Okay, that means we cannot delete or remove characters from a string, but deleting this entire string is possible using the keyword del, del. Okay, how? Let me tell you. Okay, so here is the keyword del, str object. Okay, so now if I del sentence, so it will delete the entire sentence object. Okay, now here's the sentence is a string object, so it will delete the entire string. Okay, and again if I print here, so this statement will produce the error. It will say name sentence is not defined. Okay, let's execute the program. Here, name sentence is not defined. Okay, so next is Python string operations. There are many operations that can be performed with string, which makes it one of the most used data types in Python. The first operation that we will talk about is concatenation of two or more strings. Okay, so joining of two or more strings into a single one is called concatenation. Now there are two ways. The first is the plus operator. And another one is times operator. Okay, times character. So the plus operator, so how it works, all you have to do is just str1 plus str2. Okay, let's do one example. John is very happy today. Okay, let's name is sentence 2. Okay, so here we have two sentence 2 and sentence. Okay, so now if we want to concatenate these two sentences, so what will we do? Sentence plus sentence 2. Okay, so let's print the output. Ram is a good boy. John is very happy today. Okay, so this is how we concatenate two strings using plus operator. Okay, so the next is times character or times operator. Okay, so simply if you want to print the sentence 1 2 times back to back, then that's how you will write the code. Okay, so here it is. Ram is a good boy. Ram is a good boy. So this is how we concatenate two or more string. Writing two string literals together also concatenates them like plus operator. How? Let's see. Okay, if I do something like this, Ram is a good boy. How are you? Okay, so that's another way to concatenate two or more string. Okay, so again there's one more method, like if we want to concatenate strings in different lines, then we can use parenthesis. Let's see how it works. You can also use this. Okay, Let's execute the program. Ram is a good boy. How are you? So that's how we concatenate two or more strings in Python. Okay, so next is string membership test. So with string membership test, we can check if a substring exists within a string or not using the keyword in. Okay, let's see how it works. For example, if I want to check whether there exists Ram in sentence or not, so all I have to do is just write down this. Okay, now it always returns boolean value, either true or false. Okay, let's see. True, Ram exists in sentence. Now it is case sensitive, like if I test this, it will produce false. Okay, false. So that's how it works. So next is Python string formatting. In this, the first that comes is escape sequence. Okay, so what is escape sequence? So if we want to print a text like what's the matter, suppose here we have another sentence where I want to print what's the matter. Okay, now there is a single quote in the string. Okay, well, as we know, we can create string with single quote or double quote. So if I write this, it won't work. As you can see, it's not working. Okay, so the first solution what we did previously, we can use double quotes. But what if there is another sentence which emphasize on a particular word, like okay, uh, there is nothing to be afraid of. Okay, so now what if I want to emphasize on these two words and do something like this? So now even double quotes will also not work. So what to do? So the first solution is we can use escape sequence. Just add the backward slashes to these characters. Okay, let's print out the sentence 2 and let's see what it display. What's the matter? Okay, there is nothing to be afraid of. Okay, so that's how we use escape sequences in string. Okay, and now this is one method to handle these kind of characters. Okay, so the another method is use the triple quote method. Okay, so now you don't need to use the escape sequence. Okay, so now you don't need to do this. Okay, let's print this again. Same, That's how it works in Python. So an escape sequence starts with a backslash and is interpreted differently. So there are a list of escape sequence supported by the Python. So this is how escape sequence work with string in Python. Okay, and the next is the format method for formatting these strings. Okay, format method. So let's see how it works. Suppose if I have this sentence, I want to buy this, this, and this. Okay, so these curly braces are called placeholders. Let's see how it works. And then this format method. Okay, apples, bananas, and oranges. Okay, so now how it works, that the first placeholder, it will be replaced with this apples. Okay, second with bananas, third with oranges. Okay, let's see what it will display. So it should display, I want to buy apples, banana, and oranges. uh, let's clear this. Okay, I want to buy apples, bananas, and oranges. Okay, so this is the method one to use for format method. Okay, there's another way. What if I don't want to uh, use replace the first placeholder with apples? If I want to display here banana, then what? Simply we can use the positional arguments. Okay, let's see. If I want to replace the first placeholder with bananas, then I will only write its index value. So index always starts with 0, so it is 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so the first will display banana, then apple, then oranges. Okay, I want to buy bananas, apples, and oranges. Now there is third way to use this format method. How? Using keyword argument. All I have to do is I have to provide a keyword for these values, like a equals to apple. Okay, so here a is the keyword, b equals to bananas, o equals to oranges. Okay, so it's not necessary that you write the first character for keywords. I just use these keywords just for the simplicity. Okay, so now all we have to do is use the keywords defined by us. Okay, so for example, if I want to display here oranges, okay, here, and bananas here, and apple in the last. Okay, so let's run the program. I want to buy bananas, oranges, and apple. First is banana, oranges, and apple. Banana, oranges, and apples. Okay, so just like this format method, there are some other common Python string methods which we can use to manipulate the string. Okay, if we remove this, okay, let's keep it to this. Okay, I want to buy apples. So now the first method that we will use is upper. It will convert the entire string to the uppercase. Okay, let's see. I want to buy apples. Okay, same way there is a method called lower. It will convert the entire string into lowercase. I want to buy apples. Another method is find. So if I want to find a particular string uh, within the string, okay, like 2, so it will return the index value. Suppose if I want to find I in this in sentence 2 string, then it will return 0 because the index value of I is 0. If I want to find a word here, I want to find this word in the given string. Okay, so what will it do? It won't return index value for each character. It will simply return initial character's index position. Okay, so 2, 0, 1, 2. Okay, so it is at second position. Same way there is a method replace. So replace, so it takes two arguments. Okay, so the first is what you want to replace, and second is with what value you want to replace. So here I will say I have to buy apples. Okay, so let's see, I have to buy apples. There are various commonly used methods for string in Python. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you like it, please like and share and comment.